Hello. It is time.
Oh, it's already time. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Countdown timer reminded me. So, we didn't go live super early this time. Yeah, we're already live. So, hello.
We're quite live.
You're probably not in the channel yet, but if you're watching on YouTube, then I'll just get right to the point. It is Terrible Game Tuesday, your favorite show of the week. We're in Texas, where it is hot. Not as
Very
hot
hot.
today, but...
Yeah, it's very humid.
And humid. Hopefully you are in a cooler, less humid, more dry, temperatured place. There's really not much to say. This past week has been pretty standard. Obviously, I didn't get to stream this weekend. I was actually out in Huntsville, Alabama, doing some dancing, and yep, that's the status there. And then, what's up with you? What did you do this past week?
Played a lot of Warframe. Very good game. If you have not played it, go check it out. It's free. Costs you nothing.
Good game.
A
really good game considering it's free.
Yeah, for how free it is quite enjoyable. I played Destiny. I played Warframe more than I played Destiny.
How pay to win is it? That's always my question.
So,
I can't remember
they do a really good job. You can absolutely buy most of the best gear in the game, and with real money. Everything though in the game you can get without paying money.
Oh, wow.
It is very grindy. If there is something you specifically want, it can take a very long time to get it. If you don't care what you're looking for and you just want new stuff, you can get it quite easily.
Is there a lot of gear in the game?
Oh yeah, there's probably 200 weapons. And in contrast to something like Destiny, where you have 6 or 7 classes of weapons, and most of the weapons are identical. Like in Destiny, your hand cannons pretty much all feel exactly the same.
Yeah.
In this game, we were talking earlier, there is a bow that shoots an arrow that drops down a frost globe, and then 2 seconds later, that frost globe explodes. There is a different type of arrow that, and then there's like regular arrows that don't do anything super special. There's a flamethrower that you can change to shoot radiation and poison if you want. So like you can change the damage types of all your weapons, awesome. Or you could make it an exploding flamethrower that just shoots exploding gas, so that when it hits enemies, that gas explodes.
That's awesome.
There are chainsaw fists. You can put chainsaws on your fists and punch people with chainsaws. There's a jet-powered hammer. It is literally a hammer with jets on it. So it hits them with the force of a jet. It's pretty fun. There's a lot of just silly stuff like that. You can get a dog and a cat, but they hatch from eggs because you're in space. You know, why not?
Yeah, why not? And
you're basically space ninjas. So go play it. It's fun. It's free. They're about to do an open world expansion, which is why I got back into it. It's very grindy. So be aware of that if you don't like to grind.
Open world would be a lot more fun in that game. I remember the whole like you in a ship thing and going to each planet.
If they do it right, I think it's really going to help the game out.
Yeah.
Because that is one thing I will give Destiny credit for. The story was actually surprisingly better, considering the story in the first part of Destiny was hot garbage. By the Taken King, that was when the Destiny story actually got pretty good. And Destiny is a little bit prettier than Warframe, and the open world Destiny is really not that much more open world than Warframe is. They're kind of built the same in that it's these kind of dynamically generated levels, so they share a lot in common. Though from what I've read, Destiny 2 is not looking so hot. They're making some questionable... They're dumbing down a game that was already not very complicated, so we'll see what happens. Anthem looks pretty cool.
Anthem?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard about that.
It is... I don't remember
who's... genre?
It is it's a Destiny Warframe clone.
Oh, okay. Hence
that looter shooter. Basically, it is Destiny, but you're in an Iron Man suit. So rather than Space Ninjas, cool. You are Iron Man. So
cool. And what's it called?
Anthem.
Anthem.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just not up to date.
I
read my Game Informer and everything, and I
read a lot of magazines, and I watch a lot of E3 stuff. I watched Total Biscuit make fun of a lot of E3 stuff. But people were genuinely excited about Anthem. I was most excited. The most excited thing I have been in a while about a video game is Monster Hunter is coming to PCs.
I saw that.
That is really
just
cool.
Read that.
It is a game that I played on 3DS despite how uncomfortable and annoying it was to play on a 3DS. Because it was such a good game.
Hello, Nobody Important, and Lil Nutmeg.
Yo.
Lil Nutmeg if you are listening as well as watching, you should come shut the door. Nobody important. It's good to have you as usual. Man, it is still warm.
I'll shut the door.
Okay, Wes shut the door. Never mind. So, what else is there? I did finally catch up on my Game Informers because I was flying on planes. So what they did is they did a top 50 from E3, and I like marked a bunch of pages and put stuff on my Steam wish list and stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that looks really good. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely check some of those out. I'll probably stream some of them, and yeah, I met a dancer in this weekend that has played 3,000 hours of Binding of Isaac.
That's a lot of hours. You might be close to Scott.
Scott's at about 1,400.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Isaac.
Yeah. She got super excited. It was funny. I told her that I stream. She's like, "Oh my gosh, what do you stream?" Like, she knew about it, which was surprising to me already that she knew about streaming and about Twitch. And then I was like, "Well, mostly these days I've been streaming Binding of Isaac," and she goes, "Shut up!"
I mean,
I love that game.
More ladies play video games now than ever before, but there's still, at least in our group, none of them watch Twitch.
Yeah.
We don't have any Twitch watchers in our immediate friend group.
Actually, I think she messaged me on Facebook just a little bit ago. I should tell her to watch the show.
There you go. Get some more viewers.
Yeah. But, okay.
Anyway, so game for this week. We're going to continue down the Quintet path.
Yes.
Which is the developer of ActRaiser 2, which we decided was hot garbage.
Agreed.
But they were the developer of ActRaiser 1, which is fantastic.
Agreed.
They also made RoboTrek, Illusion of Gaia.
Such good games.
What else did they make? I think those are the important ones. Terranigma, which was never released here, which was tragic.
Yeah, you've talked about it a few times.
It's a really good game. It's a shame it was never released here. It's, like if you watch a lot of Twitch streamers, like the speedrunners of Terranigma are almost all like European because they grew up like that was their Final Fantasy because I don't think they didn't get something. I don't remember if it was Chrono Trigger or Final Fantasy VI. They did not get something really big, which is kind of tragic. But they kind of got the shaft 99% of the time. The one instance where we got the shaft and they did not was Terranigma. So
gotcha.
But Soul Blazer is kind of another one in this series of where you are. They also made Sky Blazer, I think. Maybe. Anyway, it's another one in a series where you are the servant of God, essentially, and your job is to help the people because they have been sent away by, I don't know if it's Tanzra this time. No, it's Death Toll. That's who it is. So it's a slightly different version of Satan. I'm pretty sure he's Satan in Japan. And your job is to go around opening up little monster lairs and freeing, rather than entire villages, individual people. So this theme, we talked about it last week a little bit, this kind of idea of a video game was redone to a far more extent later on with 2 games, the Dark Cloud series, where you actually do the same thing, you go fight monsters, release their lairs, and that one, though, you actually get to control how their town is rebuilt, which is kind of a cool feature. This one, you have no control, the town just shows up.
Okay.
So.
Cool, good background.
Mm-hmm.
When did it come out?
This one, let's see.
I think when I looked it up on YouTube, it was 92.
92, yeah, November 27th, 92. This is one I did not own, but I rented quite often. Okay. It's pretty easy. I have beaten it multiple times.
We get to play an easy game on the show. That's
you will not require my assistance on this one, unless you're just real. Actually, the boss, maybe. The rest of the game is really easy.
Star Fox.
Yeah, you beat Star Fox
with the 2 that I could actually do.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. Well, I'm psyched. Let's try it out. So we've got the window is actually, and I remembered how to add quotes to QuoteBot. So if anybody remembers that quote from Hans last week, give it to me and I'll throw it in QuoteBot. Anyways, let's see. Terrible Game Tuesday. Soul Blazer. Let's see what she looks like.
Let's see that. Oh, maybe this was in it?
I have a Super Nintendo controller. Where'd it go?
The music in this game is also pretty good. It is not ActRaiser good, but it's like second tier ActRaiser good.
I'm already pumped.
Just keep it kind of nice. snare drum beat kind of march thing going.
Yeah, it feels very like old school military. Wise men tell a tale late at night of a great king destroyed by the temptation of evil. The frail empire, as it was called in those days, was ruled by a powerful man, King Magrid. It seems most people thought the king was a fair and kind ruler. There were some, however, who felt the king himself was ruled by greed. One day, the king happened to overhear two guards talking about a man named Dr. Leo. Now, Dr. Leo was considered to all to be a great warrior, etc.
Genius.
The king, okay, genius, my bad. The king stayed up many nights wondering how he could use this great inventor to make him even more wealthy. All of a sudden, the king had an idea. He ordered his guards to capture Dr. Leo and bring him to the castle at once. So wait, is the king a good guy or a bad guy?
He's a bad guy.
Soon, Dr. Leo was brought to the castle. Nothing like Roman.
The king confined him in a small room and ordered him to invent a machine that would summon the king of evil, Death Toll.
Okay, so here's Death Toll.
Dr. Leo finally completed the machine. The king instantly called upon Death Toll, hoping they might strike a deal.
They're in cahoots.
After many days, the deal was complete. The king would bring Death Toll all living creatures, and in return, Death Toll would give him a gold piece for each.
All living creatures.
One by one, all living creatures began to disappear. Soon, the world was completely empty.
Dang.
It was pretty evil.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if everybody's dead, the two people watching this catastrophe, the master and Neo's mother. But if you're gonna sell everybody for money, what do you, like, if everybody's gone, what do you
Yeah,
spend
who are
on?
you selling? Well, and also, who are you selling them to?
Yeah.
Other than each other.
Let's go down to Earth and revive the world. God said. On a ray of light you descended to Earth. A warrior sent to revive the living and punish evil. A soul blazer. Hence the name of the video game.
So we're a...
You are
an
literally
angel.
a soul blazer.
I'm
Or
a soul blazer.
Technically an angel. You have
Okay.
no wings though.
Please choose a record. This one
Number
seems
one.
good. A voice came from above. My followers, since you will be able to speak with all living things, you should have a name. Please choose a name for yourself. Uh-oh. What's Roman?
Your quote is, sometimes all you need is some Roman and a shotgun.
Oh, yeah. I think it was supposed to be ramen.
Probably.
Yeah. Good typing skills.
Ah. Roman, that's the name.
Clearly.
We have a sign.
A sign from King.
Let's go eat some Roman.
Oops. Delicious, delicious Roman. With extra mushrooms. Alright. Roman, what an interesting name. It's true, it is. Alright, go save the world for all creatures. So, it's just no pressure, but just go save the world
Yeah,
for
just
everyone.
right out. You know what to do. Just go do it.
I went to the blue one. Is that good?
Yeah, I still don't know where they send you to, other than this is very obviously a tutorial level.
Okay.
But they don't explain where it is. So you have no weapons, items, or magic yet.
Okay, so
that's-
this is my select button, this is my cancel button. Okay, so I'm gonna select this chest. This looks like a chest. Is it?
It is a chest.
Roman
Receive
receives Sword of Life.
Sword
Okay,
of
so
Life.
I can... Oh, it's already equipped. No, it's not. Now it is. Okay.
Now it is equipped. You now have a weapon equipped.
Ooh! And I can swing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My character is very fast.
Yeah, he's quite
But
agile.
there is definitely only cardinal directions. you
Correct.
move
So
in.
there are no orthogonal. Ordinal?
You're gonna have to help the brother out understanding what
I'm
you're trying
gonna
to say.
look. What is the if a cardinal direction? What was it? Is it ordinal? It is ordinal.
I thought ordinal was the same. I used to live up in the sky, just like you. Now I'm living on Earth, away from
Oh,
the master.
it's the intermediate, intercardinal, or ordinal. Ordinal does count.
Oh, well, there you go.
We're learning things.
Nice.
Not only did we learn that all creatures that have been captured by Death Toll or sealed away in mountain monster layers.
Hold on a second.
What are we doing here? We're doing something.
Yeah. I need a soundboard.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. That wasn't nearly loud enough.
Yeah. That was really
That was really
subtle.
quiet. I am disappointed.
Alright, well, whatever. All the creatures that have been captured by Death Toll are sealed away in monster lairs. Just as you have set me free, you must free everyone. I just realized this stuff might be in your way. Even the release of a small tree or creature. It will aid you in your quest. This reminds me of Sonic. How, like, creatures are actually, like, inside of other things.
Yeah.
And then you free them.
Later on, we will not make it this far because the game is actually pretty long. You can talk to doors and furniture.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have received the flame ball magic.
Mm-hmm.
Now I will join you. I am a magician, so I can use all types magic. All types magic.
Yeah, the translation in this game is not the best.
Magiku. Zen type da.
I will use my skill to help you with my all types magic.
Remember this. I need gems in order to use magic.
Gems in order to use magic.
Probably gems. When you set me free, the monsters left some small spheres of gold. Yeah, this translation's rough.
Mm-hmm.
This is what a gem looks like. Alright, let's work together to revive the world. We must go to the Grass Valley Shrine. Okay.
So you need to go down to magic.
Mag.
With flame
ball magic. Necessary gem 4. Shoots a fireball in one direction. Okay.
How many necessary gems does
Is
it
that
take?
a gem there?
You have already collected
That's
3
my magician.
gems.
Okay.
I believe Y is your magic button.
False.
X. No. Alright, apparently you do not have enough gems. Oh, that's right, because you need 4. 4 are necessary.
So I go back up. Okay. So
Now
that
you
was
can
all
go
I
down.
covered. Is down the best?
Down is the only option other than save.
Oh. And that's safe?
Yeah, that is save. You can save in the Temple of Jesus, or God, or the Master.
This is so weird. Okay.
Or
finish
Buddha.
recording. You wish to continue. You are doing well. Do not give up. And then this.
That will be unlocked later on.
Okay. Got it.
It's basically a shortcut for someone to go later on.
Hey, no worries, nobody. I'm glad to have you here anyway. Appreciate you. So I can't swing my sword right here.
Correct. You are in the village that will soon become a village. Right now you're in a field. Because King
I was
Magrid,
like, yeah, what a village.
yeah, King Magrid sold everybody for a gold piece. To death toll.
Well, let's go find the people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come here. This is pretty cool music.
Oh, he apparently did not sell that one flower.
Roman heard a small voice. There are many creatures being held in the underground castle. Now, is there a commonly accepted first name for this character? Like, if I was to refer to
you
him.
know, that's a good question. I think they either call him the Blazer or the Soul Blazer.
Okay. If you can release these creatures... Okay, the villages will be reconstructed.
He is referenced in Illusion of Gaia, because one of the first boss that you fight in this game is a boss in Illusion of Gaia. And I think he says something about, oh, you remind me of the Blazer or something like that. So there are some directions where you swing your swords, or where your sword you will actually hit twice. I don't remember which way that is.
Okay. Got another gem.
You're up to 9 gems.
Come here. Ooh, 10. Fuck.
Oh my god.
They have iframes for a really weird period of time.
Yeah.
It's like not... They are invincible for the first, like, little bit they move, and then for a tiny bit of the next little bit they move.
Yeah. Like each monster has its own little pattern as it comes out of a thing. Yeah, for some reason their house was trapped in there as well. Not just their souls, but their house.
Okay. Cool. It was an old woman's voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That what just happened is normal. Okay. Understood. Oh. Oh, I was gonna say, only one of them heard.
Yeah, sometimes only one will come out at a time, no matter what. Others will come out, like, after, there you go, you use Fireball. Now, if you hold the trigger, you'll stick your sword out. It does less damage, but it will magnetically attract gems to you.
Oh, geez, that's cool.
Yeah.
I gotta really stop putting
You're
my
taking
face.
a lot of damage there, buddy.
Oh, that's a bad guy.
Oh, you're about to die.
Yeah. And there's no way to heal right now, yeah?
Not until you get a medical herb.
Agreed, those things did look like pineapples.
Hey, look at that!
Hey, a medical herb!
So that is an item that you equip that when you take your last hit, it will automatically be used.
Okay. Nice. I already like this game. The way it plays is really fun, actually. The controls... I definitely wish the controls weren't so blocky.
Yeah, it would be
The
really
up, down,
nice.
left, right only is really annoying.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice to move in other directions. Once you kind of get used to where the monsters are going to go, it gets a little bit easier. Like, what's great is if you step to the side of those guys, you see how your sword goes all the way over to the right?
Yeah.
You'll still hit them, even if you're off to the side.
Yeah, I noticed that, actually.
And then especially if you can line it up where, like, you'll hit them twice with one swing, that's pretty good. Don't. Or you can even hit them up behind you because you have a crazy hitbox on that sword.
Roman heard a faint voice coming from the jewel in the corner. Alright, come over. Alright, yes. Yeah, let's walk right into that. That's a good idea. I will give you some advice. Don't forget to equip the things that you wish to use or they will not work. Roman received X. Would you like to return to the Grass Valley?
Stay.
Come back whenever you feel like returning to Grass Valley. Okay, cool. Nice little, like a checkpoint almost. Can I kill this thing that's shooting at me? That's... I can't. Nice. Two gems. I can't go up there.
You're up to 19 gems. That's pretty good. Nice.
The aim on the magic is...
Yeah, this is not
probably tricky. Whoops.
It's not a very good magic spell. You get one, I think in the next area that is really, really good.
Bridge. I do like that they were so lazy as to use the enemy spawn points as the triggers for the next thing to happen, like wall to come down or bridge to come down.
Yeah, that's kind of like... I think they also use it as like an experience gating mechanism. Because some of the equipment you can't use until you're a certain level.
Yeah.
So the game kind of forces you into killing enough that you can get there. If you speedrun, one of the speedrun strats that they do is later on you get the sword that you're actually not strong enough to swing.
Oh, really?
But you can still hold it out in front of you, and so they kind of have to do that.
Roman found 12 gems. Wow, I got a lot of gems. So is this... Okay, that's experience. EXP. Experience. That was a whiff. If I've ever seen one. Yeah, these are kind of deathy pineapples, aren't they? Got him. Come on over here. Come here and get some. Hey, we got him. Okay, so I gotta kill this too. Sweet. Okay, yeah, this game is not nearly as hard as a lot of the other games we've played.
Yeah, some of the bosses are a little tricky, but so long as you have a medical herb, even they aren't really that bad. I mean, you progressively get stronger swords and stronger armor and better magic. Actually the next magic you get is the one the speedrunners use for the entire game.
Oh yeah?
Because it's actually really good. It's very gem efficient. It does a ton of damage.
These guys shoot at you.
Nice.
So basically a good strategy is to kind of like meet enemies off kilter a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can swing with the corner of your sword, it looks like. Especially if they project you. Ooh, bridge guard. Okay. Neat. We're just saving all kinds of people.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! That thing.
What's great is like if you find the right spot, you can kind of just stay there.
Yeah, I noticed that. I have not been able to find that spot very often, but... Okay. Level up!
Occasionally there are enemies that are around that don't actually belong to a lair. And you also find enemies that you can't kill yet.
Don't belong to a lair?
Correct.
Oh, like a
yeah.
Dream rod.
Well, that's important.
Is it armor?
No, it's a special item that you use to talk to a certain villager who will give you a key to something.
To look into a dream. Okay, I'm gonna equip it.
You don't use it here, but you will use it. Part
well,
of this,
I don't know that yet.
Well, I'm telling you now.
Spurler alert.
There are lots of spurlers. One of the key kind of things in this game is you unlock all these dudes, and then you have to go back to town to talk to them to unlock something to further progress.
Gotcha. Interesting. Okay, it keeps you going back to town.
Yeah. Some levels you have to do it only once. Some you have to do it 3 or 4 times.
One hand mashing.
That's right. As I said, this is an easy game.
Oh, time to move on. Death pineapples! Ooh, two and one.
That's right.
1 and 1. 3 and 1.
Nice.
Quad damage. Well, sort of not quad. But
You released Ivy.
okay, I saved a vine.
You know, it's funny that he sold all living creatures except there's still some grass behind you.
Interesting.
Apparently grass is worth nothing. Grass is not even worth 1 gold piece.
Tell that to Texans that try to keep their grass alive in the summertime.
Ayo! Political discussion.
We're getting down to brass tacks here. The issues that matter.
Mm-hmm. Water usage and Soul Blazer. Never before have those two items come together.
I mean, they already know that we are pundits here.
Mm-hmm. We're well respected for our political opinions.
And our puns.
Political onions.
Ah.
That's pretty bad. You released the Watermill Keeper. You actually do need to talk to that guy.
I do like the, a man's voice came from inside the watermill. Darn it! This stupid wheel is so hard to turn.
I can't turn this wheel. I'm a Watermill Keeper, but I can't turn my wheel.
Oh!
So that right there is an elevator. Try to get on it.
I am an elevator. Okay. I cannot move unless the watermill is turning. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we all understand.
So we are finally at a point where you actually have to go back. I think.
Well,
luckily, you're right by your entrance.
Look at that coincidence.
That is a well-designed level right there.
So far, this is a really good game. There are many creatures being held in the underground castle. If you can release those creatures, this is the same thing I said before. Okay, so there's no fast run button, but we already moved pretty good. Yeah. So there's the old lady's house. This is the toolkeeper's house.
So actually, go talk to the toolkeeper's house. Definitely go talk to the toolkeeper.
Okay, I can't read the sign. It's alright.
Feature there.
Hello, may I help you? Oh, you are the one who released me. Take whatever you need from my store. I only have medical herbs, though.
This is literally the only RPG in the world that gets this. It's like, I'm saving the world, fucking give me some shit for free.
That's kind of a good point.
Like,
you can
we're about to die from a cataclysm, and you're like, no, I still gotta charge you full price for this magic sword.
Mm-hmm.
Like, buddy... Final Fantasy VI references it.
Really?
Because if you're Edward, you literally own the kingdom. You're the freaking king.
It's cute. Guess it's not really necessary to guard such a small bridge.
But Edward's such a nice guy. He's like, no, I'll pay for it. Even though you're broke as shit at the game. It's like, where was your king money, Edward? Why do we not have your king money?
I'm too weak to turn this wheel. Will you do it for me?
You're a terrible mill keeper if you can't operate your mill.
I mean, yes. I turned the wheel.
And the wheel started to turn. Power was transmitted to the underground castle, somehow.
Well, that was real hard, wasn't it? Let's see what this old lady's all about. This house is huge. She doesn't look old. She's still got color in her hair. Husband used to be the village chief. One day, he suddenly disappeared with the other vloggers. I feel so lonely. How about being one of my children?
That's so weird.
Sure, let's be one of her children.
Really? I will call you Roman from now on. Well, that's luckily
Oh,
his
nobody,
name.
no worries, man. We'll see you next time. Tell all your friends about me. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll be mad if you tell your friends to come watch us.
Yeah, exactly. We'll triple our viewership with only 2 people.
Exactly.
Okay, my children. I will call you Roman from now on.
Oh, we have a room now. That's excellent.
Sweet.
So a side story in this game, which we will not we definitely won't get to. Later on, we meet a lady who we become friends with.
There's a chair that's
Well, you can probably talk to that chair.
This is the room of the village chief. He used to sit and rock here for hours. I wonder when he is going to come back. Wait. I wonder when he's going to come back?
Oh.
You're not sure if you wonder? There's a question mark.
I wonder, when is he going to come back?
Could be that. It's a punctuation fail.
Punctuation's hard, even for English speakers.
English
I can only
is hard.
imagine for the Japanese folk.
Agreed.
Does Japanese have the concept of punctuation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They actually took it from English. Yep, commas and periods. And quotes. Their quotes are like little bars, like
Really?
90-degree intervals.
Interesting.
Yeah, context.
Well, look at us spreading culture for once. Not just taking everybody else's and doing what we want with it.
Actually, one of their alphabets, katakana, was because of their interactions with the West as well, developed just around World War II. Yeah.
There you go. I will say, whoever Romanized Chinese, that guy needs to be fired. Do a shit job.
Yep. There are 3 different systems, I think.
The
At
Japanese
least 2.
romanization is pretty decent. Well, you know,
Well,
it could be
here's
better.
the thing. There are sounds in Chinese that are ambiguous in English, and there are not in Japanese.
Correct.
In Japanese, it's way simpler.
Yeah,
So,
like, we can make every noise the Japanese make.
yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
I will definitely admit that there are noises they use in Chinese that we don't. But, like, you did not even try to do this phonetically.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like the
give
Tao
us
Dao
a,
thing.
like a...
Tao means Dao.
Yeah, like, and why are there X's everywhere? We don't use X's that much.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shit letter.
An XIT letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
See, you know.
Telling you. I'm just gonna stand here.
It's actually a good spot. Other than the fireballs.
Goodness gracious.
Great fireballs!
Oh, what?
I don't think that's how the song went.
I think it is.
I am gonna say that's how the song went.
I think Chuck Berry would agree.
I'm...
He had nothing to do with that song.
I was about to say,
It's Little Richard, right?
We're still... I think it's Jerry Lee Lewis. That's who made it famous. Yeah, it is Jerry Lee Lewis. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do some research on fireballs. Hey, you released your girlfriend. It's so quiet. Why is it so quiet?
I don't know. What we could do the Family Guy version.
Stupid, greedy savages.
Oh, this is mildly racist. You probably shouldn't play this.
Yeah. Agreed.
I mean,
Agreed.
we don't have Fox's legal team backing us.
Am I pregnant? Alright, so Roman released Lisa.
Yeah. So anyway.
More spoiler alerts. Come
Yeah, so
on.
spoiler alert. Later on, once you beat the game, the god basically says, hey, you developed some friends. Do you want to go back and hang out with your friends? And you're like, yes. And God's like, cool, I'm going to erase your memory. But you get to go hang out with them. So it's like, Lisa still remembers you, though.
Oh, good.
So.
Good, at least Lisa does.
Yeah, we do get to go into Lisa's dream here in a bit. Actually, I think pretty soon. But I think we should go ahead and clear this out. Kill those water dudes.
I do like that this fireball goes through everything.
It's pretty good. Magic in this game is actually pretty useful.
And it's actually pretty fun to use too. I really like the fighting system.
It's very simple.
Yeah. But the fact that it's like not like with RPGs, it's either inside of a battle,
Yeah.
or outside of a battle. I like outside of battle mechanics if they're done well. And
Yeah.
this feels good.
Yeah. What's also kind of cool is each of the swords and the armor that you get kind of has different properties. Some of the swords, like you have a much greater chance of getting a critical hit. Some you'll drop way more gems. Some of the armor will let you breathe underwater. Some will let you walk on fire, or kind of things like that. So not only is it like an armor upgrade, it's like it's an ability upgrade as well.
Gotcha.
So you get a little bit of that kind of Metroidvania thing.
Missed. I won't survive this.
Wait, do you have a medical herb?
I do. I think I actually equipped it as well. Let's double check though.
You did?
Yes.
Look at that. And you ain't got no armor yet.
I was preparado.
I don't remember where you get your first armor.
I was a preparito. Get wrecked. Wrecked! Oh. Oh, I'm getting... Oh.
There you go.
Okay, which one do I step on? This one. This one.
It don't matter.
This one.
It don't matter.
Who did I release this time? Eevee.
More Ivy.
Evi. Okay, and then... Roman released tool shop owner's son.
That might be where you
I was
get...
wondering what was going on over there.
Oh, no, the first armor is found in a cave on the southeast side of Grass Valley.
Okay. Okay. Southeast side of Grass Valley, alright.
Yeah, you probably have to unlock an ivy.
I'm gonna walk against it.
But... Yeah, so you don't get the next sword until level 2.
It seems like if you're swinging your sword, things basically can't hit you without getting hit by the sword.
Correct.
In the front, back, or side.
Yeah. No, I mean, they can still tank the damage and hit you.
Yes, yeah. I did notice that. I am noticing that quite often.
There's continuous noticing.
The sword swinging sound effect is really underwhelming, to be honest.
It doesn't sound like a sword.
No.
It sounds like a bubble popping or something.
Oh, did you see that? Every other one had been good so far, and then they give you a troll one.
Wait for the next 3.
Wait, now, what? Alright.
Get it? Oh, look at that!
No!
Will it happen again? Stay tuned to find out.
Couldn't possibly. Couldn't possibly.
There's literally no chance. Oh, but it did.
Well, this one?
You were dead.
You did say the next 3. Oh, noes! Those guys spawned real fast. The voice came from above. Do not rush, but be patient. You must continue making steady progress.
Luckily, you have lost almost 0 progress.
Okay.
The only thing you lose is your gems.
And I'll have to... Oh, you lose all of them?
Yeah. No gems.
No gems are left. Okay, well, let's go see things
we
we unlocked. Okay,
the
Lissa.
tool shop owner's son.
I'm gonna talk to Lissa first. Zzz. Wait, can't I enter dreams?
You don't have the dream rod equipped.
I do now. Roman placed the dream rod on the girl's head. He placed his dream rod.
That's what they're calling
on her
these
forehead.
days. Oh.
Daddy, where are you? Oh, that's the response that I got from placing my dream rod on her forehead. A voice full of sadness came from somewhere. Lisa, you must tell everything that you know to the person in front of you. They will also need my paintbrush to continue on. It seems so random. Daddy, is that you? Where are you, Daddy? I miss you so much. There was no answer.
Damn it, Dr. Leo. You just
Who
be
are
a
you?
good
Why am
father
I
for
here?
once.
She doesn't seem like my girlfriend, Mr. Mullerman.
No, she's not yet.
Oh my, who
It's
are
only
you?
until after you save the world that she decides she wants to be friends with you.
Wait, I'm sorry for yelling. Cool. I do like the dialogue in this, and it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's very, very poorly translated, but it's fun. I don't think you have unlocked the armor yet.
Let me go see the armorer's, or the tool lady's son. What's up, buddy? I am helping my mother. Would you like to buy some goat's food? Do you want to know how much it costs? Well, how about $1 billion plus
Jesus.
tax? I'm sorry, I'll give it to you for free.
You got a bag of goat's food, that's cool.
I also said yes to the $1 billion. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, you don't need many bags of goat's food. Return here after you use the one. Okay. Wait, dude, I need to get my medicinal herb.
Take whatever you want from my store. I only have one thing though. You have a terrible store. I can't remember where I used goat food.
Well, we have medical herbs now.
It might be like in level 2.
Did we do anything else? Yes, we did. We released Old Man. How do we get to Old Man? Vine. There we go. I see it. I see it.
There you go.
Look
at that.
I'm video gaming right now.
You unleashed a tulip?
Hey, you look like you would be good at crab walking. Try it. You don't know how? Just walk while pressing either the L or R button.
Apparently that's crab walking. You not have crab walked before? That's not what crab walking is.
Yeah. The dream rod you possess is a magical stick that enables you to look into dreams.
The most magical of sticks.
Equip this stick when you wish to speak with someone who's sleeping. Oh, nice. Okay, so I just gotta keep going. Keep trucking.
You gotta keep soul blazing.
Keep on blazing those souls.
Hey, that was good.
Got him. As I recall, Alright, worst memory ever. Let's see how good it is. Oh. And then we went this way. Water wheel. We went this way. Enemies!
So that is where you haven't been there yet, but you died somewhere earlier. You can kill those guys. Just chop a chop. Maximum choppage.
Yeah. Roman released an old man in an old house.
Oh, that's where you get the goat. Well, you get goats there, and that's who you give the goat food to. So
you get goat food.
You have to unlock
goats?
the goat first.
Wait, you give the goats. You give the goat food to what?
To a goat.
Wait. So the goats are there?
They're not yet, but they will be. One day in the future, there will be a goat there. You don't need the paintbrush yet.
Okay. There are goats?
There will be goats.
There will be goats.
Yes. It's a sequel to There Will Be Blood.
What do you...
Well, you didn't kill that layer.
Oh, there was a layer.
There was an
You're
unkilled
right.
layer.
Oh, jeez, I'm not gonna be able to...
You're the worst soul blazer.
I'm gonna have to blaze some...
You didn't blaze nearly enough souls.
Oh, balls.
Remember?
Oh, triple shot. Hat
So
trick.
much skill.
Hat
So
trick.
much skill.
Dat. Hat trick.
There you go.
I feel good about my skills in video gaming when I play this game.
See,
I released a goat.
Look at that.
And what do I feed that?
Goat food. Actually, it may not be that goat. It might be another goat.
No.
There are multiple goats.
I'm
I
low
think.
on gems.
It's been a long time since I've talked to the
I
goat.
wish the gems didn't disappear so fast
Yeah.
on the ground. Like, I want to sit there and slash. I want to run up and grab the stuff. I mean, maybe they did that on purpose. It's possible. To raise the level of difficulty slightly.
You know, it is a very short timer, and I'm surprised it is that short.
Yeah, it's really, really short. Oh yeah, there was still a...
Yeah, the thing you died to. Oh,
Yeah.
you kill these guys. There it is. Oh my god, they're coming! They're coming!
They're on the... They're on...
Fireball!
They're all up
Fireball!
False. False. Plus, my dude was way up there. It doesn't follow you on the terminals very well.
So, press against the wall once you're back from this, and you'll see what happens to the
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Released a goat.
Ah, another goat. What do I feed that?
Nothing.
Okay.
So press against the wall. Nope, no. See how it hangs out there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can kind of control it that way a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now
Yeah. Oh, water.
we're almost there. Go
God,
back
I
a little
hate
bit.
water. Oh.
Yeah. There it is. So we're almost to the part that you need to actually progress.
Why is Blanca spawning from the inside of these things and attacking me?
Apparently, Quintet had a disagreement with Capcom.
Yes, sir. Oh, don't you fire your shit at me, dog. Get out of here.
There's a lot of shit going on now.
I only take projectiles from those little... What do you call things with fire in them?
Braziers?
Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Braziers, I think is what they really are. Because a brazier or something you hold up
Well,
your mammary glands with. But a brazier, something you can fire.
is that like Brendan Brazier?
If you were made out of fire, yes, you would be a Brendan Brazier. That was a sad Scrubs episode. That's just a shortcut. Go back right, go back right.
Progression!
You gotta kill that dude.
Oh, there's a crystal down there.
You can kill the torch
Brendan
so they
Brazier.
won't stop shooting at you.
Yeah. Another Brendan Brazier. Hey, I leveled up.
That was the time they level up.
Do I get stronger?
You do.
Ooh. Oh.
You also get more health. Nice.
Oh, nice. When you level up, do you get full health?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that why you said it was the time to level up? Why am I
But
dying?
you don't keep full health if you stay in the same place as the bad guys. That's kind of a bad idea.
Oh!
Oh, that was close.
Boom, headshot.
What do we got?
Who did we save?
An old man.
Whoa, in a really big house.
You hear a man screaming inside the house. Ah, ghost, a ghost. That's where you go for your next area. Yeah.
He seems scared. This is the heart of the underground castle. You may meet any monsters that cannot be defeated with that sword.
Once you return with the correct S word.
I'll take swatch.
Yes. Go back. Oh. You maniac.
Out of control right now. You cannot contain me. Okay. Go back.
Alright, please continue.
Oop, not that way.
Alright, so let's go talk to our new people.
Since losing my wife to an illness, I noticed a goat hanging around my place. I was so lonely I decided to keep a goat as a pet. Whoops.
I think there's like one missing goat. I don't think it's either of those goats that we freed.
Have I been here? Oh, this is my house.
That's where you
This is
live.
where
With your
the chair
creepy
is
old
upstairs.
lady who adopted you.
Yeah, what's creepier is that chair upstairs talks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You got healed.
interesting. Okay, and then... Okay, this way. That is not... There we go. Goats!
There's some goats. Talk to the goats.
I will call this one Totes. I wonder why people live in such...
What are we going to call the second one? We can only guess.
Mick. So, can you believe...
I guess there are three.
Totes and Mick Goats. Yeah. Can you believe the village chief was swallowed up in one of the paintings in the house on the wall? Oh.
Whoa.
You have some food from the tool shop. I promise to
there's
tell
only
you a
two
secret
goats.
if you will give me the food. I will tell you a secret. If you wish to get inside the painting, you must equip an item which used to belong to the painter and touch the painting. Well, I have other things to attend to, so I will see you later. What is this goat attending to? I'm gonna follow this
He's
goat.
doing goat stuff.
Wow, he's up to something. Whoa.
I think he's going to go back and hang out with his buddy.
In the meantime, paintbrush? What? Why are you... Is he just buying stuff?
Yeah.
The goat's on his own
Doing goat
quest.
stuff.
That's cool. I'll let him just hang.
Upper right corner is where we're going next.
You and your cheats.
Or haven't played this game 500 times.
My name is Gaudi. I'm an architect. Oh, imagine that. I built all the houses in this town. We'll come back later. I will show you something. Okay. What's up? Wait, come here. This was painted by Dr. Leo. A strange face has appeared. It's terrifying. What are you... Oh, it's over there. Sup? Roman
You're
is
dragged
into the painting. Ah!
Dun, 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 dun.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, these guys are fast. Stop being fast. That's what she said. Oh, well, they fly off the map and come back. Okay, pretty cool. The use of colors is pretty neat. It's hard to tell kind of what's what sometimes.
Yeah.
So
You
art style-wise, it's good, it's just not great.
The graphics are not the strength of this game. I honestly
Yeah.
think Actbrazer actually looks better.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. Come on.
Can you step on there? It is.
Roman released Tulip. A lot of these flowers were about... Unless I imagine it gets rid of... Yeah, okay. Predictable.
Now these are Brennan braziers that actually do belong to a lair.
Oh, really? So, I gotta kill these. And that will result in this thing disappearing.
Dude, you have 54 gems.
Well, let's waste some by shooting nothing. How's that?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, look at that. Hidden wall. Let's go up this one. Because it's always the wrong way. Oh, it's not. Whoa. Doesn't seem like a very efficient attack method. I mean, if you're somebody that has armor like that, you're probably a warrior of some sort.
No, this is clearly a ranged guy. But he's also heavily armored.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
So you get the best of both worlds in an RPG sense.
What the fudge bucket? I hate you. Don't lie to me.
Man.
They were lying to me.
Look at those clouds. Like, you were moving really fast.
Yeah, this is weirdly fast. Where even am I?
You were in a painting, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, you died.
So being inside the hitbox of an enemy... I totally forgot to equip my magical herb. So after I use the brush to get into the painting, I need to re-equip my magical herb.
Correct.
Noted. Okay, let's do this again. Upper right. Alright, I'm trying to think of what else
So graphics, not so great.
Yeah.
Sound effects, yeah, not so great.
Yeah.
Music, I enjoy.
Music is good.
Yeah, music is
good. It's not the best, but it's good.
No, it's not the best. It's very memorable though.
Yeah, it sounds very similar to Actraiser to me.
It's surprisingly not the same dude. It's not Yuzo Koshiro, who made a ton of music. It's somebody else. I can't remember. Combat is very simplistic, but somehow satisfying.
Yeah, real satisfying.
You know, because each baddie is very different and have different patterns. Later, we still only have one magic spell right now, but later you get some more interesting ones that really help out.
Yeah.
And give you some more tactical options.
A lonely goat.
There you go.
More goats.
There were 3 goats. Look at that, 3 goats.
Whoa. I don't find these birds particularly challenging. Oh, just this one hits me.
These birds aren't hard. Oh,
Does everything only do 1 point of damage to you?
oh dang. I think you can go get armor now.
Nice.
Maybe. I don't remember. You might be close to getting armor.
Well, let's get this chest first. Honestly, one of the hardest things about this game is opening chests.
It's pretty hard.
Eh. Whoa. These are blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Those are spikes.
Ugh.
Don't like. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I can't fall off the road, so that's good.
So this is your first encounter with somebody you can't actually kill. And you hear that little metal clanging sound, which is an actual sound recycled from Actraiser.
Oh, yeah.
You also notice, if you are observant viewers from last week, will notice that our life bar looks exactly the same as it did in Actraiser 1.
Yeah. Yeah, that's recycled as well.
The font and everything, the colors, all exactly the same. So I'm pretty sure they just took all their UI assets from Actraiser.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh. No! Get out of the way! It's so hard.
How do you do it? Oh, he did it! Oh my god.
Ah!
Oh, now he took damage.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so that one you cannot get because you have to kill that guy.
Oh, okay. What? I was moving left. I know. I'm such a disappointment.
Turn left.
I think I'll get more.
No, just there it is. Now you'll hit him twice.
Ah,
See that? Yeah.
look
For
at
whatever
you.
reason, like some hitboxes will hit twice.
Okay. We're just gonna farm here. I'm not worried about picking up gems. I'm just worried about survival. Alright. Roman released a goat.
Yeah, there's 4
so
goats?
many goats.
Why are there so many goats in this town?
Okay, I guess I'm going
Somewhere.
up now.
Yeah, go up. A good video game strategy is to go the hardest direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna go somewhere dangerous. Oh. Okay, well,
Oh my! You could kill all those in one shot if you aim it correctly. Yeah. Oh, that was so satisfying.
that was really really satisfying. Who did I save this time? Who am I a good guy because of this time?
You released a boy.
Alright. Ah, boy. What do I want to do? I want to do this. Oh, I thought I had 2 magical herbs.
No. You can only carry 1.
Oh, so when I got that one from the chest...
It was a waste.
Oh, balls.
It was a waste.
Oh, what? Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is a good place to sit. Found that sweet spot, baby. Okay, and then the other one is for those Octavials. Okay,
Oh, that's the boss.
let's not fight that.
Yeah, you should definitely get an herb first. Definitely get an herb.
Gotta get some herbs.
You kill that guy.
Blaze it.
You can 720 blaze it.
Level up. Nice. It's 9:20 right now. Oh shit! Stain. That's kind of gross.
Oh,
Okay.
go to that thing.
Healed. Hey. Okay. Cool. So now I can save it. Because this works way better than a save state.
Look at all that text you got.
Alright, so then we go here.
Actually, no, go back to the town.
Okay. Okay.
So go down.
Try and track down this armor. I don't know if there is such a thing as reincarnation. Even though I can't communicate with my husband, I enjoy his company.
So go over to the right.
That's not right where I'm going. Down?
To that good.
Goat! Hello, goat. You are the one who set me free, right? Come, I shall show you around. Please follow me.
No, don't do that. Go down.
I'm not following you.
Go down that ivy.
Hello, goat. I do not follow.
Oh, we haven't unlocked it. Alright, never mind. Go back to the...
Is there another ivy that I need to
I
unlock?
think there's one last thing you need to unlock. Don't talk to that guy. Go left and go back to your blue teleporting guy.
Oh, okay. Over by the other goat dude.
Go down.
Wait, yeah, he's
There
there.
it goes. I think there's one thing you have not... So go to the right. I think there's one layer you have not unlocked yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was an area down there that I hadn't explored. So let's go do that. Who's over there? Who's yonder? Oh, did you see that?
You yondered so hard.
Ah. Bam.
There you go. What we're looking for here is a cave that'll get us our first armor upgrade. It does nothing other than decrease the damage that we take.
I like the sound of that though.
Probably not like a severely meaningful amount, but you know, anything is helpful at this point.
Roman released Tulip.
Maybe.
Well,
Let's keep going. Let's just keep going, yeah.
They're still. I don't like that guy. He does not have my best interests at heart.
Kill those stone blocks with blue eyes.
Okay.
What do we
How
got?
do I get armor?
Show me what you got.
Roman released.
Oh boy.
Does this boy give me armor?
Let's see.
I can at least get to him.
Armor. Southeast side of Grass Valley.
What does this boy give me?
Let's see.
Other than a potential criminal case. Healing. Yo. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go talk to boy. Oh! You scared me. This is our secret hut. We have hidden treasure near here. That is the extent of what he has to say. Was I able to get to that tulip that I saved? Yeah. Oh, I have to get the dream stick. Give me the dream stick. I just placed my rod on a tulip's head. Hello. What's up? For example. Oh. Hello. The monsters running all over in Dr. Leo's paintings cannot be defeated unless you have a special sword. You must find the special sword that can destroy metal. Return here once you have found the sword. Would you like to return to Grass Valley?
Yeah.
Go back. Alright, please continue. Okay.
Wait. No.
No? No? Yes? No?
Apparently, we can't get iron armor. That's unfortunate. That's alright. We can just go on.
I'm gonna look at something. Because we have released another boy. Remember?
Did we release a boy?
Yeah, it was, and I bet it's on this cliff, this north cliff face somewhere. That's my guess. Yeah, see right there. This is our secret passage. I cannot let you through without a pass. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Alright, well, let's go back to...
Yeah, this...
Oops, wrong ghost.
You don't need the iron armor. This boss is pretty easy.
Let's fight a boss. Yay! This way. Alright, do we have a herb? We do not have a herb. We need to go back and get a herb. I'm lame. SARS bars. Luckily, it's right by the save point. Good planning, good development.
May I help you? Oh, you are the one who released me. Take whatever you need from my store.
The fact that
but
she
I'll
doesn't
have
remind me every time I come back.
Herbs. Yeah, like, she's surprised every time.
She's like, oh, you're that guy. It's like, yes.
Oh, you're literally the chosen one of our god. But I've forgotten who you are already. Even though I've spent my eternity trapped in some monster dungeon. Alright, can you defeat the boss?
With save states, I sure can. Lol. Says
Lol,
nutmeg.
indeed.
You missed me. You missed me. You missed me.
Bitch.
You hit me. Oh, that doesn't
You
hurt.
land with your sword.
Oh, Jesus. Hold
Wow.
on. I'm gonna die.
Wow. You did, son.
That didn't happen.
Right, leave
Okay, so he's immune to magic.
Monster. Go to the bathroom. Oh, gotta be.
God, dangle.
It'll be a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Lame. Miss me. Miss me. Okay, so if I attack him from the front, it's not so bad. I just have to grind. Turn that way, hit him twice, run. Turn this way, hit him twice, and run. Forward him this way, hit him twice, and run. Hey, relax. Hey, relax, I said. He won't relax. Guys, he won't relax. Hey, stop it. Aw, stop it. Guys, he's not playing fair. Mom! Tell him to play fair. Yep. I mean, so got him. Are you on camera right now? Yeah, okay. No, get wrecked. Son, get wrecked. Son. Get. Okay. Yep. Baby. Jug baby. Hey, get up.
Still hearing that same music.
Oh, shit. Hey, relax. He won't relax.
Can you do it?
I'm trying to get him to relax.
So this is the boss that is shared between a Soul Blazer and a Illusion guy.
Oh, yeah? And you just fight him differently?
Yes.
Because it's different. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. that trip. No trip combos. Come on. Come here, get some. Trip. Got that hat trick. Lure to the right. Up the treadmill. Aww. Swipe. This boss fight takes a while. I might be doing it inefficiently. Just walk him over to the right. A few times. Walk.
Oh man, you might actually beat him.
I might actually.
Aye!
I mean, confidence.
Can you do the confidence?
Is that one? Is it like Contra Dance?
Oh my god, one more! Oh, you beat him!
Clutch!
2 tries! That's a record for a boss in the show.
Yeah, I didn't reset while you were gone.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
3 or 4 tries.
Roman released the village chief. Oh, hey, he's in the chair. He's sitting on the
You
end
don't
of
have
the
your
chair.
room anymore. That asshole took your room away.
Welcome to my room. Oh.
Wah, wah.
I have something to tell you. Please come back to my house. Why don't I just... I'm standing right there.
Well, apparently it doesn't work when you're in fantasy world.
Spectral mode or something. Alright, well, that's cool.
So I think this is a good
Did
spot.
I even get experience for that?
Maybe. Who knows?
Alright, I'm returning to town.
So what do you think of Soul Blazer? Is it a bad game?
It's aight.
It's not great.
It's pretty good. It's fun. It's about as fun as Secret of Evermore, I think.
Okay.
I can't decide which one I would rather play, to be honest. I think I might rather play this one.
I would rather play Secret of Evermore because I know where it goes and I know if the combat is more interesting, the magic system is more interesting.
The story was more
is-
interesting in that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in this, I'm not very compelled by the
No,
story.
no.
And maybe it gets better later, but I don't know.
For whatever reason, this game always just kind of stuck with me, and I just really enjoyed it. But yeah, it's not Quintet's greatest work. I think ActRaiser is still something I would rather play than Soul Blazer.
We'll leave the music playing, but it's gonna be us. Whoops. No.
There we go.
Got it. Oh. You can pause it and it tells you where you are. Oh, and select also takes you to the menu. These are things I didn't try. Okay, so control scheme, pretty good.
Yeah.
The 4-direction movement is...
not
every
great.
game that does that, it's so annoying to me. And you
It's a
get
very-
used to it, but if you have, for the example, this is not an authentic Super Nintendo controller, and the delineation between left, right, up, and down is already kind of clunky on these.
Yeah.
And so, that makes it really hard. But also, it's just annoying on a regular Super NES controller too. I think Robotrek had that, but Robotrek also got you into and out of battles.
But yeah, I mean, Robotrek,
You didn't have to have live fighting.
Your controller precision didn't matter in Robotrek.
Right, exactly.
You know, it's a very NES or turn-based RPG kind of thing to do, where you can only move up, down, left, or right.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, you know, pretty much every action SNES game had 360 degrees of movement. Link to the Past, you know, you can move in any direction, no problem. So that was definitely kind of an annoying thing that they did here. The combat is extraordinarily simple.
I do want to load up Link to the Past and actually just really quick see the movement. Oh, there's a long intro though.
Yeah, if you don't have a save state, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, I forget. Yeah, so controls reasonably okay, but a little bit on the annoying side. Art style, nothing really to shake a stick at, you know, a dream stick at, but
Yeah.
it's colorful-ish. It's not as drab as Secret of Evermore was. Secret of Evermore was super drab. There's clouds, there's effects, there's colors. It's just not
It's
a lot of fidelity.
No, and it's not terribly interesting. It gets a little bit more interesting later in the game once you get to your snow level and the Dr. Leo's lab.
Okay.
But it's not amazing.
I do like some of the texturing effects they did when they were like building the buildings back up.
Yeah, that's kinda
And then
cool.
when you like walk into a building, how the roof disappears. That's pretty cool.
But I mean, look how like lame your character looks. Like, he's not impressive.
You can go over to
Yeah, he's just like this
Yeah.
skinny dude with like tiny legs.
And the animation of the walking is really simple.
Yeah.
There is some shoulder swing, which is neat. Like, usually it's just
Yeah.
arms like this, but
I mean, in comparison
this is
to, like,
actually like
In
shoulder
comparison
swing.
to how like badass he looked in ActRaiser 1 and 2,
Mhm.
like he looked pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. The
Dude,
magic
like,
looked
cool
alright.
Yeah, sorry.
The magic system is pretty cool. It's weird that it shoots from the orb, so you have to really time
Yeah.
it right, which adds a skill element, but it's kind of just like unnecessary.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. The music was 7 out of 10, maybe.
I think it's better
It's
later.
pretty
but yeah,
good, but it's not amazing. It's it's better than Secret of Evermore.
Yeah. Which is surprising considering Secret of Evermore has like an amazing composer.
It just wasn't
Shit music, yeah.
great. Yeah. The sound effects were a little bit lame.
Yeah.
In this, the experience system looks good. It's clean. There's nothing special to it. The menu system very stripped down, very easy. Like you equip one item at a time.
It's a very,
There's not a ton of items.
Yeah, it's a very
yet.
simple game.
Yeah. The money system. There is no money system.
No money system.
The gem system is reasonable. I could see how it'd be challenging. Do later spells use like a lot of gems?
They do, and they have different effects, and some will do more damage. But none of them are just kind of amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? The story hasn't really presented itself well.
It's not really a story, and that this is a problem with a lot of Super Nintendo games. The story is never really a big deal. Final Fantasy VI was the first one that really tried hard. Well, actually, I take that back. Final Fantasy IV was the first one that really tried hard with its story.
Okay.
At least that I remember. There's probably
I thought
another
Secret
one.
of Evermore's story sounded pretty good.
It did
Like
okay.
at least what I had.
But that was later on. I think Final Fantasy IV was pretty early on in the SNES's life.
Yeah.
It was pretty close to a launch title.
Was Chrono Trigger pretty late?
It was pretty late. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent story too.
Yeah. 6 and Chrono Trigger were pretty late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were both pretty good.
I mean, even Super Metroid, which I love, has extraordinarily little story. Like, almost none.
I mean, even with all of the challenges that this game has, I think it's pretty easy to play.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It's pretty accessible that way.
Yeah.
The story or the dialogue is kind of cheeky, which I like a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not that well thought through. It's just kind of silly
Yeah.
here and there. In an otherwise very serious game, so it feels a little out of place
Yeah.
to me. But there's that, and then all these textures in the background, like all the fast-moving stuff, like the clouds moving super fast, and then like when we were on that other area with all the treadmills, like how the sky looked like it was flying by. It doesn't lend any. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Like this, I think is supposed to be water, but it's like
doesn't look
it's
like
like
water.
a raging torrent,
Yeah.
and it doesn't look that good at all. So a lot of that kind of just doesn't make a lot of sense. I would say this game does not qualify for terrible at all.
It's not great.
Like, that's obviously supposed to be a waterfall.
Yeah. But it's not terrible.
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that seems a little out of place to me.
Yeah.
Everything's just a little bit weird.
It needs a little bit more polish and just like a little bit more kind of things to do, like a little bit more player agency.
Yeah, it does feel a little linear.
Yeah.
For sure. It's very like, you need the key to unlock something, then you go back and do that something. Like we dealt with this, and we talked about this with Jurassic Park. We talked about it, as being parts of a lot of different types of games. What was the analogy you always used? Like the quintessential game that does that? Metal Gear Solid? No, I forget. Yeah, I forgot. Anyway, but Jurassic Park was a good example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all in all, not terrible, not great. Maybe a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
For me. And historical context-wise, did it do anything amazing for its time?
No, and it's not terribly memorable. I mean, very few people talk about it when they talk about the SNES. I mean, there are people that love it. I really enjoyed it when I played it as a kid.
I had never heard of it.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's not like super famous or anything like that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's kind of like The only thing it really did that was interesting was this whole you're restoring a town kind of thing.
Yeah, that was a pretty neat little thing.
But, you know, other than that, it was kind of like it, not a whole lot. But...
yeah. Okie dokie. For you, what would you rate it out of 10?
For me, it's for SNES games, not like all games ever. Like SNES games, I would give it like a 7.5, maybe an 8. But that is heavily tinged by nostalgia.
Yes.
Like, I still remember all the music and everything like that. You know, if I had come from this, if I'd never played it before, probably like a 6.
Okay.
You know, like you said,
there's like 6.5.
There's no story. The graphics are very mediocre and super average. The combat is super simple.
Yeah.
It did some things cool, but it's just kind of meh.
Yeah, that's kind of how
it's
I
not
feel
like
about it.
you know, it's not ActRaiser 2 where I'm mad that I played it and it just like, why are you a game? Because you're shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. Well, you be the judge. Go down to the comments in YouTube and comment what you think of Soul Blazer. Is it a classic that you love? Is it a game that you've never seen? You've seen it, you hate it, you love it, whatever. Go out and play it. If you can find a copy. I've never actually seen one in a store.
Me neither.
In a store. But go check it out. Other than that, I think that's it. Same time next week. Are you around?
Yes.
So
if the other Hudson is here, the game for next week is Mohawk and Headphone Jack.
Oh, I've heard of that game.
If he is not here, I don't know what the game is.
Okay, so Mohawk and Headphone Jack possibly for next week.
Correct.
Contingent on the other Hudson being here. I am going to stream at least one other day this week, probably 2 actually. I'm really making an effort to stream more, and I'll probably play Binding of Isaac for at least one of those, and then
hopefully Warframe later.
Yeah, he wants me back on Warframe. Has the other Hudson gotten back on?
He has reinstalled it. The problem is when he plays video games and when I play video games are different times of the day. So
yeah, definitely. He I guess he got up to like level 45 or something like that in Borderlands. I was like, don't get too far ahead of me. He's like, I'm already way ahead of you.
Yeah, that dude loves Borderlands.
So I'm gonna have to get caught up. So I may play Borderlands for the other one or a new game. Like I said, I made that list of stuff to look at on Steam, and I actually found the Lost Chronicles of Edith Finch or something like that is what it's called.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those.
I heard that's pretty interesting.
It's one of those story-driven games. It's like hard to call a game.
Or like what happened to Edith Finch?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And I have played. I think it's called Gone Home or something like that, which is another game that's very similar.
Dear Esther, I've heard is a good one.
Yeah. So I'm going to be looking up the Edith Finch game and probably playing that on stream because I think the story of it makes sense to do in a linear fashion, and it is a relatively short game, which is cool. You can kind of sit and do it in 1 or 2 sittings, it sounds like. I also want to check out Perception, which is another cool kind of, not indie, but lower developer title. That's
Thomas Was Alone is a good one?
Yep, I've heard of that one. That one may or may not make the cut. I still have Goat Simulator to play if I'm feeling silly. I have Jazz Punk still to make progress in. That game was fun as hell. I still haven't even really touched Just Cause 2.
Or 3.
Well, I mean, 2 is the one that I had queued up and actually have played a little.
You should play 3.
Okay, 3.
It's really good.
Okay. And yeah, there's a ton, man. I still haven't played any Red Dead games. I really want to check those out.
Red Dead So, here's a quick story that a lot of people can relate to who have ever played Red Dead Redemption. Mm-hmm. There's a point where you leave, I guess it's technically Texas or Arizona or wherever you are, and you start going into Mexico, and there's a song that plays by Jose Gonzalez. Yeah. And it comes out of nowhere. At no point in this game has any modern music shown up. It's all been very, period appropriate, kind of either Hispanic or like kind of old country sounding, like, I'm talking 1800s country sounding. Yeah. And then there's this vocal track by Jose Gonzalez that comes out of nowhere. And at first, I thought my phone or some other musical device was playing the song because I was really surprised. It's a fantastic song. It's one of my favorite songs. It's up there in one of my favorite songs. Wow. And it fits the scene so perfectly that I just later, when I realized, I was like, oh, this is on purpose. And Like, it was the only time in the game it showed up. Like, I played this game for 40 to 50 hours, and it was the only time I had ever heard this song.
Huh.
And I think it's cued to this very specific time, and it fits it so extraordinarily well that I recommend you play Red Dead Redemption until you get to that point, and then you'll know how cool this portion of the game is.
How many hours would you say that game is?
It's pretty long.
Is it a pretty long game?
It's not like GTA 5.
That's always challenging for me.
But it's a long game.
I had a hard enough time with Human Revolution. I'm still not through it.
Yeah, it's not a fantastic game. It has not aged super well.
Oh, interesting.
If you don't like westerns at all, the voice acting is great. Music is great. The action is kind of meh. But that it's worth it for that like one portion. You can also always just cheat and YouTube that portion that I'm talking about.
Sure. I just like the idea of a Western game. Like that environment sounds real fun.
It's very
to
cool.
Me.
Yeah,
like,
they do a very good job of it.
That was the one thing I think that kept me from really enjoying Witcher is I really just didn't want to live in that universe. I didn't really feel super exciting by it.
That Geralt lives in. It's
well, terrible. And I just like I don't know. I've never been that into that genre of fantasy, like the sort of like warrior
dark,
forcing
depressing.
a super dark, powerful force, and then like. I liked Geralt as a character, actually, like the kind of brooding mercenary, but they took him over the top, I thought, a little bit.
Were you playing 3 or 1 or 2?
3.
Did you not make it to the Bloody Baron quest?
No.
You gotta play that quest.
My attention span never really got
if you don't
on.
the rest of the game you can ignore. You gotta play the Bloody Baron quest.
Okay, Bloody Baron. Got it.
It's the first quest
you told me
where
it was kind of convoluted, and you were like back and forth.
It's the first quest I've ever been like, this guy's a fucking asshole. Why are we helping him? And then by the end of it, you're like, oh, this is some fucked up shit. But I kind of realize it's the only time that's like made me sympathize with someone who's done something really heinous and evil.
That's high praise.
Yeah, it's like, no, this guy did some fucked up shit, but you're like, oh, I kind of get it.
All right.
You eventually do fight an undead fetus.
That.
Yeah, that's a thing in the Witcher world, undead fetuses.
Okay.
Yeah, spoilers.
Okay.
Hashtag spoilers.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty early. I think in the storyline, I've tried to play. And tried to progress fast, but I'm at a point where there are like some dark forces chasing that female.
Oh, Ciri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
no,
and
I mean,
they just burn down a town looking for her.
The rest of the game is still great, but the Bloody Baron quest, man, that's where it's at.
All right.
It's one of the best like story experiences I've ever had in a video game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, like we said, next week, same time, same place. And then keep an eye out on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff for if I'm streaming before then. Mm-hmm. And as usual, we love you for being here, for viewing the videos. Please drop a like, follow, a sub, or just tell somebody about us.
Go check out OC Remix for their new Link to the Past.
The outro is going to be this, exactly. It's called Mirror Image. It is the Link to the Past themed album on OC Remix that just came out. Beautiful. And if you don't know what OC Remix is, go check them out. They are awesome. It's all video game remixes. Game music remixes.
They are up to 63 albums.
And the Mega Man X one is awesome.
They have like 4 Super Metroid ones, the Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 4.
The Street Fighter 2 one is awesome.
Final Fantasy 7. Donkey Kong Country.
The Final Fantasy 7 one is okay. The Country one's good.
Dodgeball on NES has its own album. For some reason, it's actually really good, but I don't know why that got its own album.
Well, that was the same thing that at Classic Games Fest there was a balloon fight tournament. I was like, what?
No one likes balloon fight that much.
Sense. I would have preferred a joust tournament to a balloon fight. But anyway, I digress. I love you. We'll see you next time. And as usual, this has been Hans Mullerman, our resident expert, and this is your friendly neighborhood KMereNGetSum. And we're leaving you with some music from Mirror Image on OC Remix. See you next time.
Bring it a beat. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. It's the night before the cataclysm. Symbols of virtue. Got a big ass knife in the ground. Gonna hurt you. Keeping my line true like fine cruise. And when I get through with you, ain't no tattoo gonna cover that wound. I got this voice in my head, and he's stroking my ego, saying the master sword is all I'll ever need wherever we go. It's a steel that makes evil retreat, beat feet, go skeet. Well, damn, that sounds sweet. Let's go drop him a beat. Let's go drop him a beat. Him a beat. Him a beat. Here I come, baby, the hero of the ages. Gonna give Ganondorf a poke with the sword of the sages. All the angels in heaven singing a hell of a chorus. If I could only find my way out of this goddamn forest. Wait, was it a left here?